In a small village, Erlang used his special powers to protect his sister from a local bully. Exhausted, he rested and received a spiritual inheritance from the golden cicada Taoist, learning healing techniques. The next day, he attempted to sell enhanced cabbages in the county, pricing them at $100 each. Despite initial skepticism, a woman named Yang Mingyan, whom Erlang helped, bought all his cabbages. Later, a powerful figure, Lin Tian, demanded more of these cabbages after tasting them at a restaurant. Realizing their value, Yang Mingyan decided to find Erlang again, understanding the cabbages were worth the price. Erlang fell out of bed and rubbed his still painful head. It seemed that the golden cicada Taoist really passed on the Shenong inheritance to him. Erlang checked the time. It was already noon, and his sister had gone to work at the sandfield. There was still some cabbage porridge on the table, made with cabbages that had been enhanced using the spiritual language technique. After finishing the porridge, Erlang felt revitalized and thought he could take on several opponents. The cabbages enhanced by the technique were indeed impressive. At that moment, Erlang had a flash of inspiration and came up with a plan. He went to the vegetable field, picked 100 cabbages, and loaded them onto a tricycle to take to the county. If he could sell these cabbages, he would at least make some money. The village was a full 250 kilometers from the county, but Erlang sped along like a wild man. Reaching the busiest part of the county, he found a corner to stop the tricycle, took out a loudspeaker, and started shouting, "Cabbages for sale, $100 each." Soon, passers-by gathered around. "Wow, these cabbages look fresh. Young man, how much per pound?" "These cabbages aren't sold by weight. They're $100 each." Erlang's words clearly shocked the onlookers. "What? $100 each? Why don't you just rob a bank?" "Yeah, what kind of cabbages are these? Are they going to make you fly?" "Young man, I suggest you go rob a bank instead. Robbing a bank is illegal. This is a legal transaction." The crowd laughed at Erlang, and by dusk, he hadn't sold a single cabbage and wore a gloomy expression. Just then, a woman passed by and suddenly collapsed on the ground, unconscious. Erlang helped her up and was about to call for an ambulance when the woman woke up and weakly said, "Quick, get me some sweets." Erlang suddenly realized she had low blood sugar, so he rushed to a nearby convenience store and bought her some chocolate. After eating the chocolate, the woman gradually regained her color. "Thank you. If it weren't for your help, I might have been done for." "It was nothing. No need to thank me," Erlang said, turning to leave. The woman suddenly called out to him, "Wait, here's my business card. If you ever need help, just call me." Erlang took the card and looked at it. "Yang Mingyan, General Manager of Dongzhou Shifu." "Hello, Sister Yang. I'm Erlang. I saw you from afar. Are you selling vegetables?" Erlang nodded. "You've come to the wrong place if you want to sell vegetables. You should go to the market. This area is full of office buildings and hotels. You probably won't sell any cabbages here. Look, it's getting late. How about this? You deliver your cabbages to Dongzhou Shifu and I'll buy them all from you so you can go home early." "Sister Yang, I appreciate your kindness, but my cabbages are quite special and priced high, which is why I didn't go to the market." "How high is the price?" $100 each." "What? $100 each?" She immediately scrutinized the cabbages. "These cabbages do look a bit special. They've been out all afternoon and haven't wilted, but $100 each is just outrageous. I doubt anyone would buy them." "No worries, if they don't sell today, I'll keep trying tomorrow." At this point, Yang Mingyan looked at Erlang with a bit of disdain, thinking he was crazy for money. "Are you really that short on cash?" "Yes," Erlang replied. Yang Mingyan hesitated for a moment, remembering that he had helped her earlier. She gritted her teeth and said, "All right, I'll buy them all from you." "Sister Yang, you're not joking, right? There are 100 cabbages here." "Of course I'm not joking. I'll take all your cabbages. I'll give you an address. You deliver them to Dongzhou Shifu and I'll have someone wait for you there." "Wow, that's great. Thank you, Sister Yang." Following the address, Erlang arrived at Dongzhou Shifu, where a man was waiting with $10,000 to complete the transaction. Erlang rode his tricycle back to Sand Sculpture Village, and inside Dongzhou Shifu, the man delivered the cabbages to the kitchen. Later, in the office of the general manager of Dongzhou Shifu, sat Yang Mingyan. "Yang, I don't quite understand why you spent $10,000 on 100 cabbages." "Because that young man saved my life. This $10,000 is my way of repaying him." However, Yang Mingyan thought to himself that Erlang was just a greedy person. Suddenly, a loud crash came from outside. "Oh no, Yang, there's a customer who flipped a table over a plate of cabbage." Yang Mingyan and his assistant hurried to the hall to see what was going on. To their surprise, it was Lin Tian, the most powerful figure in the city, who was causing the ruckus. Lin Tian shouted, "Do you think I can't afford this? I told you to bring bring me more cabbages and you say you're out? Yang Mingyan, fearing to offend Lin Tian, quickly smiled and said, I'm very sorry, Lin. We bought these cabbages from a vegetable seller today and the quantity was limited. They're all sold out now. Please allow me to send my assistant to deliver cabbages to you tomorrow as an apology. Hearing this, Lin Tian calmed down. Tomorrow, I must know. After saying that, he angrily left. Yang Mingyan looked puzzled at the leftover plate of cabbage. What could be so special about this cabbage that made the famous Lin Tian so furious? He took a pair of chopsticks from a waiter and tasted a piece.
This cabbage is amazing. I've never had delicious cabbage. The assistant also took a bite and said, incredible. Yang Mingyan realized Erlang's cabbages were the key, but she hadn't asked for his contact. I misjudged him. I thought he was just greedy. This cabbage at 100 each is a bargain. Assistant, you need to go to the place where Erlang sells vegetables tomorrow and wait for him. Find him and don't get lost. The next episode will update the story of the extraordinary little immortal.